back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sue of Bendnstretch with Sue. In today's video, we continue to add on to the previous few weeks that we've done, building onto our practice, or even taking this particular session as a standalone session. But today, we're going to be all about supine positions. So we're going to move on to our backs as we get started. So bringing the feet to flat on your mat and aligning yourself so that you begin with a nice neutral spine. So we want to just rock the shoulders a little bit side to side, as well as rocking onto the sacrum so that we feel nice and stable in this position. From here, you can extend the legs nice and long, bringing them in line with the hips. Take a big stretch to reach the arms alongside the ears. So take a breath in to lengthen, and as you exhale, bring the arms at your sides. Maintain a nice strong core here. So you want to make sure the bandhas, the Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, are engaged to keep your back protected as we lift the legs. Now, if this is a little too demanding for you, you could bend your knees to shorten up that lever, making it a little bit easier. From here, let's bring the legs up to 90 degrees over the hips. Now, this is a beautiful, easy inversion that we can do, which allows the blood flow to reverse using gravity to help you, as some of the blood vessels might not function quite as well as they should. So sometimes we get some pooling in the lower legs that cause some swelling. It also helps the lymphatic fluid to move back to the body, where it can actually detoxify your body with much more ease. So this is a nice place to remain, and you could stay here as long as you like. So this would be a really easy modification. If you happen to have a yoga block, you could press and lift up your lower back, resting it on a yoga block, or you could walk the shoulder blades in toward each other a little bit more, coming up higher on the shoulder blades as you come up into a shoulder stand. So from here, we bring the body into alignment over top of shoulders, hips, to really allow a deeper inversion. Now, remaining here, you can flex the ankles, open them up to create a deeper stretch. You could do this with your back on the floor as well. You can bring the legs together, a little bend, winding the leg for eagle legs. Switching sides. And also bringing the legs up overhead to come into plow pose. So from here, we could interlace the fingers, bring them toward the lower back, keeping those legs nice and strong. Keeping maybe even the tops of the feet on the floor. And as you separate the hands, we'll slowly unroll to bring ourselves back to that starting inversion. As we pause here, you can take your time to slowly lower the legs, bringing them down, really testing the core strength as you control that descent to bring the legs, feet all the way down to your mat. So from here, let's walk the feet in, and as we keep those arms strong outside the body, open up the chest and lift up into a bridge. From here, we want to really lift through those hips. You can really activate pressing through the feet, inner thighs spiraling inward. If you want a little extra, we can use the hands for some support as well. So coming up onto the toes, balls of the feet to get a little bit more height as we slide the hands just outside of the sacrum to add more lift to the pelvis. So we use the arms here to support kind of a wedge to remain lifted, really promoting a good opening to the pelvis, hip flexors, and the abdomen. And from here, you can slowly slide those hands out and roll it back to your mat. Bringing the knees into the chest, give it a squeeze. Bring the nose up to your knees as you curl in and release. Now from here, we'll bring the feet back down to the mat. Now we can either remain in our bridge position, so keeping the hands alongside the body in order to help us to lift into bridge one more time. We're going to hold it this time for 5 breaths. Or you could take the hands and bring them alongside the ears. So fingertips are pointed towards your shoulders and pressing to lift up into a wheel. So really extending long through the front of the body, pushing the floor away with the hands, with the feet, holding it here for a few more breaths. And slowly beginning to release. Now when you release, make sure you tuck the chin in, carefully letting your spine return to neutral on your mat. Bring the knees into the chest. Lift the nose to the knees once again as you reach for the inner edges of the feet. Keeping those knees right underneath the ankles as you come into happy baby. So begin to rock side to side as you give a nice easy pull on those feet, pressing the tailbone towards your mat, massaging a great area of the back as you do this, and then bring it back together. From here, we'll extend the right leg long, hugging that left knee into the body, taking your right hand to your left knee, open up your left arm, and bring that left knee across to create your spinal twist. If you want a little deeper, take the arm right by your ear. Close the eyes, soften, enjoy. Beautiful contrast to the energy of those back bends. And then let it go. Come on back to the center. Reach left leg along. Left hand to right knee, open right arm, and take it across. It's always a wonderful way to end your practice is with some sort of a spinal twist. The nervous system runs through the spine, so that twisting action is extremely soothing to the nervous system, calming. It also helps to restore the balance of your spine, particularly following those back bends. As you unwind, come back to the center. Take a big breath in, lengthen out. You can remain here as long as you like. Whenever you do make your way up again, do make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Give me one of these if you liked it. Hit that notification bell so you'll know when I upload new content, and you can check it out and check me out in the next video. Namaste.